The congregation at Fort Gibson Church of Christ has a huge heart for prison ministry.
And the more I do it and the more I go, it's a great feeling. And it's because you can see how it affects people's lives.
People here just have a love for that work, just a deep love for it. And we have a couple of dozen people that are very deeply involved in Just Done and at Eddie Warrior. Not being able to go out there and physically be with the folks is frustrating, to say the least.
When the pandemic struck last spring, these volunteers were forced to suspend their life-changing work behind the wire.
When they come in there on week 1 and when we get through lesson 12, and you could see it's kind of emotional. You can see the gleam in their eyes, and we get to baptize every month. When you get to watch that final step, it's a reward that you can't describe. And I don't know what God's got in his mind right now and on his heart, but it's tough to endure.
But COVID-19 has not deterred them from serving. They've been able to stream worship services into the prisons to feed inmates spiritually during their absence.
The guys are coming down to the chapel and they're viewing that video.
And church members have been providing PPE and clothing for inmates approaching release.
They look like they just came off the rack. And so somebody's going to go home and they're not going to get cold this winter. Yeah, we've got pants in there too. We take clothes every week. And the idea is makes an impression on them. And whether it's this year, next year, 20 years from now, we feel like that seed will come back as a bountiful harvest.